And hello, I'm John Bachman. The family of Michael Brown says they are going to file a wrongful death lawsuit against the Ferguson Police Department and former police officer Darren Wilson. This comes after Attorney General Eric Holder revealed the Justice Department's searing report, those were his words, on racial bias within the Ferguson Police Department. Holder says his investigation found that cops were intentionally targeting, fining, and arresting black Ferguson residents disproportionately, which led to the sometimes violent protests we saw after the police shooting death of Michael Brown. Now Ferguson's mayor is promising big changes.
We must do better, not only as a city, but as a state and a country. We must all work to address issues of racial disparity in all aspects of society.
Now, it's important to note that the former officer Darren Wilson, who shot and killed Brown, was cleared of any wrongdoing by both the DOJ and a Missouri grand jury. New York's LaGuardia Airport will be closed until about 7 o'clock tonight after a plane slips off the runway there. A Delta Airlines flight apparently skidded off during a snowstorm and went nose first into a fence. No one was injured, but the fire department responded to the call. The crash has backed up air traffic for those trying to get in and out of New York City for quite some time. Hillary Clinton says, "Let them read my emails." The former Secretary of State is asking the State Department to release her once private emails from that personal account she had. We are also learning today that the White House's chief counsel was not aware that Clinton never used an official government email address. Also, the committee investigating the attack on Benghazi has now subpoenaed her personal emails connected to Libya.
There are chain of custody issues, there are preservation of materials and documents issues, there are spoliation of evidence issues, there are best evidence issues.
And issues is not hurting Clinton too much right now, at least according to this poll. She still holds a wide lead over any other potential Democrat in the presidential race. On the Republican side, which you see right here, this Quinnipiac poll shows Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker leading the pack, followed by former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, and Arkansas Governor, rather, I should say, former Governor Mike Huckabee. The wife of MSNBC's Chris Matthews is likely running for Congress. That's according to a new report from Politico. Kathleen Matthews, a former news anchor who is currently the vice president of public affairs at Marriott, would run to replace Democrat Chris Van Hollen. He just announced that he's running for the Senate in Maryland, with Barbara Mikulski announcing that she is stepping down at the end of her term. And New Yorkers pay the highest average property taxes. That's according to a new report from RealtyTrack, a group that compiles housing data. According to the findings, New York homeowners pay the most, followed by New Jersey, and then New Hampshire, and then Connecticut. Alabama homeowners pay the least amount in property taxes, with West Virginia and New Mexico coming in right behind them. We're going to have another Newsmax Now update coming up for you in 30 minutes. We're going to keep our eye on that situation in LaGuardia Airport. Air traffic definitely coming to a halt there in New York City. A lot of other travel problems around the country with the weather as well. We're going to send it back to Midpoint now with Ed Berlin.